darker color inside the three-point line, but not the key. They got the comets around the border on either side on the baseline. What a beautiful, they got the fireball comet logo in the center of the floor. Just a beautiful, beautiful facility. This is really got to be a lot of fun to play on for these kids, because this is the first school year. I believe they did this last summer. This is the first school year anybody's got to do this. And this has to be a real thrill for them.
Yeah, this is a fantastic new facility. The scoreboards been updated also and cleaned up. And I don't know if you realize this or not, but they now have a scrolling digital scoreboard with advertisements for the scores table, where they will be able to keep scores, rosters, names, starters.
We're on the wrong side. We can't see it. So disappointing.
Well, that's right. So we are up in the bleachers here, and we are doing the Pluker Mechanical pregame show, as we are having a matchup between these two teams. They met earlier in the season, where McBain was able to come out victorious 60-29. But in the JV game, and this is, maybe you're saying, what's JV have to do with varsity? In the JV game, McBain Ramblers beat Northern Michigan Christian Comets by 50 points in the JV game. But you know what? Round two was completely different, as the JV just finished, and McBain won by 8. The gap has been closed completely from the JV game. I'm wondering if we're going to see the same thing from the varsity. As teams have had a chance to prepare for each other, it should be an exciting time. You saw, what do you expect to see out of these Ramblers as we get ready for this matchup?
Well, first and foremost, I think we're going to expect some tremendous defense. Under Drew Bronkema, this team, well, and under Todd Hamlet before him too, they rest their laurels on defense. First and foremost, they got a lot of kids on this roster. All of them want to play, obviously. If you're on that floor and you're not playing good, hard-nosed defense, you're going to sit, and they'll bring in somebody else and see if they can do it. So Drew Bronkema is not afraid to do that if necessary, and so all these kids know that the need to play strong defense is there. The other thing that's interesting, I was looking back at that game that you mentioned, Hawkeye. Ramblers hit 10 triples in that game, and it was a game after they'd hit 11 triples in their previous contest. So this is a team that can definitely shoot the rock, and it's going to be big time important for the Comets to get out and challenge shooters. And what I think is going to be interesting for NMC, which has a much smaller roster but has decent height, as they seem to every year, can they get out and challenge shooters? I don't know if the varsity likes to run the zone that we saw from the JV, and I think that was part of the big reason the JV Comets hung around for so long and played so well, is they did run that zone defense, kind of slowed the Ramblers down. Ramblers showed good patience, but that was a very low-scoring game, and it might be the kind of game that NMC needs in order to hang with McBain, who's coming off a very tough loss, a 2-point loss to the Cadillac Vikings, who are ranked latest, Mick McCabe, number 3 in Division II.
Well, yeah, McBain's on a 3-game losing streak, and most teams that would be detrimental to your program, but they went against 3 very strong teams, as they lost to Lake City, ranked, Manton, ranked, Cadillac. It wasn't they stink, but they are ranked.
Yes.
So as we're getting ready for this wrap-up of this halftime or pregame show, I want to let you know, this was brought to you by Pluger Mechanical, licensed, insured for new installations, HVAC services, and light plumbing. Call Aaron or his brother Brad at 231-282-3184. Once again, call Aaron or Brad at 231-282-3194. Now the Comets come in, and they're going to be a little bit different this game. Also, as they acquired a new ball handler. Now you're going to say, hey, did someone transfer in or something like that? No, Anna Lancer was out the first time these two teams met, as she was still recovering from her ACL injury, but now she is back on the court and helped run these Comets. So they got themselves another ball handler, a veteran presence, and they brought in their best three-point shooter now with Anna Lancer. So that is going to be completely different here. Last game, Brockman came out and he threw the full court press and tried to just get the quick turnover and get the quick basket without letting the Comets set up their stifling zone defense. But Anna Lancer may be the answer to that for this game.
Ball handling is going to be important, especially with the Rambler defense, without question, Hawkeye. So it will be important for NMC to take care of the ball tonight. Turnovers will lead to fast break buckets, which leads to leads, which leads to Rambler victories, as they've shown all year long.
Well, it looks like both teams are getting ready to come out for the national anthem. Well, this has been Gary. You are listening to McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 WCDY.
We simply remind you it's your responsibility to supervise your children while in attendance. Please keep children on your side and do not allow them to wander here after school. Thank you. Wednesday, please rise, and gentlemen, please.
McBain Rural Agricultural Schools is looking for the next generation of Ramblers. If you want to give your child the gift of a great education, make McBain Rural Agricultural Schools your school of choice. Every McBain Rambler gets a MacBook or iPad, a strong curriculum, including a variety of vocational programs, great athletics, and access to a brand new state-of-the-art performing arts center. Because great performances shouldn't be limited to the football field and basketball court. School of Choice is now open, which means a huge decision for your family is upon you. If you want a school that will challenge your child, support your child, and celebrate your child's individuality, make sure McBain is on your short list. It's never too late to change schools, and McBain is accepting students K through 12th grade. For more information, visit mcbain.org or call the superintendent's office at 231-825-2165. That's 231-825-2165. 231-825-2165.
We've all been there. We rely on our vehicles more than ever to get us where we need to go, safe and sound. McBain Auto Service is open Monday through Friday and are fully licensed and insured to serve you. With over 50 years combined experience, they specialize in everything from brakes to engine repair with no job too big or small. Stop in for a safety inspection. McBain Auto Service, located at 9438 South Maury Road in McBain, or call 231-825-2729.
High school students are training for the jobs of tomorrow today at the Wexford-Missaukee Career Technical Center in Cadillac. Juniors and seniors from 12 area high schools can choose from 14 career-driven programs. Free college credit is available. Visit WMISD.org and click or tap the Career Technical Education link. See all the great programs, then talk to your student's counselor. Call 876-2200. The Wexford-Missaukee Career Technical Center on 13th Street across from Baker College. Proud to serve the students of McBain High School. CTC is the place to be.
Making the final arrangements for a loved one is never easy. At Burkholder Family Funeral Home in McBain, they can help you get through the process one step at a time. Serving the families in McBain and the surrounding communities for over 40 years, they take pride in providing exceptional services that families can actually afford. The caring and compassionate staff at Burkholder Family Funeral Home can help ease the burden. Burkholder Family Funeral Home. Visit them today at 211 North Pine Street in McBain or call 231-825-8191.
It's Tuesday night. It's ladies' night here in Northern Michigan Christian School, where we'll be showcasing the some of the two programs in Northern Michigan, top ladies programs that we have: Northern Michigan Christian Comets versus the McBain Ramblers. They're just starting to announce the starting lineups for the McBain Ramblers, and soon they'll be doing the other team, but they're doing the music. Once again, this is Gary Hawkeye Band, joined by Jay Simon.
I love the music. I love this.
And as we are getting ready here, we are going to get the Northern Truck Service starting lineups.
Well, I think I missed one, Hawkeye. But for the visiting McBain Ramblers, they will roll out Emma Boonstra, Leah Neverth, Cooper Agama, Emma Skierbeck, who is going to be key in this one. She had a game-high 28 points in the previous contest. And then I believe the other starter is Kayla Bosch.
The big O.
Nope, I'm wrong.
Olivia
Naderhood. That's
Naderhood.
Right. Yes. Should have known that one. That was an obvious one, and I feel silly now. Meanwhile, as they play the old Chicago Bulls starting lineup music here at NMC. And fun fact, Hawkeye, back before I started broadcasting on the radio, when I was doing this for myself a little bit, I used to do a lot of NMC games because I coached here back in the day. And I actually did one season of the pregame, the PA announcing here at NMC. Got to use this. Oh, I did it just like that Chicago Bulls announcer. That was loads of fun. Meanwhile, for the NMC Comets, they will run out Anna Lancer, Allie Crick, Maggie Yount, Madeline Bentham, and Riley Langton. Madeline Bentham will be a very key player in this one as well.
As the Ramblers win the tip, Emma Skierbeck gets the Ramblers started. Ball top of the key to Cooper Agma trying to pull the offense. NMC has set up that offense. They got really lanky now that they got Ann Lancer at the top of there with Allie Crick. Try to get it down low. The long arm of Merb punches away. McBain has to reset their offense. 2-3 defense here for the Comets. Emma Skierbeck tries to break it down a little bit, kick it around. Crick jumps in and gets the steal for the Comets.
Well, we wondered if they'd come out with that zone defense, Hawkeye, to slow the Ramblers down a little bit offensively, and it worked perfectly as they get a steal.
Ball almost stolen the other way by Cooper Agama, but Allie Crick is able to corral and set the offense here. She's being pestered by Agama. Gives it up to Yount. Knocked off her hand by Naderhood. Naderhood with a great steal, quick hands. Merb all over her. Great little left pass right there. Drops a dime, leaves them 2 steps in front. Skierbeck scoops and scores for the first bucket of the game.
Well, that was the other thing we talked about in the pregame. Turnovers will lead to fast break buckets, and there you go.
We got a pass that was going down low, and it will be off the Comets. You know,
Hawkeye, maybe you know something I don't. Megan Bennett on the bench right now.
No,
not starting for the Comets.
No, I don't know. Anna Lancer had to take someone's spot when she came back out on the team, and I think they're trying to get someone with a little bit, I don't know, maybe someone runs the court a little bit more.
I don't know, but Bennett led this team with 16 points in the first matchup.
Bounce pass down low for Emma Boonstra, blocked by Riley Langton, going back the other way. Maybe she forgot to do the dishes one night, and the
coach's daughter, so you never know.
Dude, you kept on mixing my underwear up with my son's. You're bench.
Never know.
The
but I remember
skin underwear goes with me, said Rich Bennett.
I remember seeing Megan Bennett last year. She is a heck of a ball player, so a little surprising that she's not on the floor to start this game. We'll have to see when she does check in.
Well, a lot of players are fighting sickness out there.
She is dressed. Yeah, it could be that. Absolutely.
As Crick tries to hoop and gets a pass off to Lancer. Lancer gets the first bucket for the Comets, making it 2-2, 6:04 in the first quarter.
Nice job by Crick, staying inbounds on the baseline and finding a wide open Lancer on the opposite side of the key.
McBain happy to work around the outside, see if they can find those holes in the zone. Skip pass over to Skierbeck. Skierbeck back to Cooper, top of the key, setting things back up. McBain happy to pass it around, waiting for their patience. Cooper finally goes to the hoop and will get fouled on the way. They're probably going to give that one to Merb.
That was a nice job, Hawkeye, by Cooper to drive and then extend the arm for the layup attempt instead of keeping it near her body. Extend it out, force the player, Merb, to hack her on the arm. I was just going to mention Merb, Hawkeye, because she's playing down low in this zone defense of the Comets. And without the Ramblers using anybody on the weak side part of the paint, her responsibility is to get back outside and ensure that Emma Skierbeck doesn't get any good looks.
Well, not only that, but she's going to actually be called on for a lot of ball handling duties to try and break this press that McBain has thrown on them last game and put a stranglehold on the game quickly. McBain gets the turnover on the missed free throw. Score still 2-2, 5:33 left. McBain, Cooper, Olivia playing low catch. Now they let Emma into the game. Great hands by Allie Crick, knocks away. Leah Skierbeck. Leah Neverth goes for the hoop. Gets fouled. She'll be shooting too.
They're going to actually get that one on Maggie Yount. Thought they might get Riley Langton for that one. Just the first on Maggie Yount.
Neverth knocks on the first. Pass down to second. Makes the score 4-2, doubles up McBain's score. McBain getting the pass in. Crick going to break the press all by herself. Gives it up to Merb. Merb swings it over to Yant. Down low to Langton. Langton, great layup person, but gets knocked loose by Skierbeck. There's a scrum. There's a jump ball.
Boy, Merb Hawkeye, if she corrals that pass, there's nobody within 8 feet of her at the top of the key. That's probably a straightaway 3 attempt. I'm assuming Merb can hit that.
Yes, she can. In fact, she has a heroic last-second shot last season from 3-point to send in overtime against Brethren. As the inbound pass, there will be a foul on Agama. That's her second. Lancer underneath the basket to pull the trigger. NMC in their home white. Inbound pass is knocked away by Nader. Hood turnover. McBain gets the ball. McBain in their road blacks, green numbers, yellow trim. Skierbeck, first 3 ball, no good. Battle down below. Yant corrals it, but steps on the line and gives the ball back up to McBain. Nader Hood's been fighting sickness all week. Gives the ball up to Cooper Agama. Shots long. Chase to the corner. Out of bounds, Comets ball. Katie Heastand checks into the game for Olivia Naderhood. Ball's now in the hands of Lancer. Lancer being chased sideways to sideways, but they're not letting her advance it. Gives it up to Yant. Yant now on Heastand, clears space. They break the press. Crick tries to beat it down low to Langton, a little bit too strong. Cooper Agama corrals the ball, and now she's looking the other way. Passes up ahead to Heastand. Heastand thinks about the 3-pointer, gives up. It's like, Cooper, I won't think about it, give it up. Knocks it out of bounds. Booster, quick hands, punches out of Langton's hands, but corralled by Lancer.
Rambler showing full court press off a made bucket. Look for that later. Nice drive by Lancer.
Lancer takes it to the hole for 2, making the score 4-4. 4:07 left in the first quarter. Once again, the teams have greatly improved.
Kick save, Osgood. Sorry, Crick.
Obviously, Osgood is not the current goalie for the Red Rings, as you see what their record is. In fact, the Red Wings lost the other day, 7-3, and I thought for sure they must have pulled their goalie in the second period.
As a former goalie, that's hurtful.
Pass down low to Heastand. Heastand wants to play amongst the trees. Ball was tipped out of bounds. That will be Rambler's ball on the sideline. Either there, Heastand has some wicked spin on that.
I agree it was tipped, but I thought that her hands were still on it to complete the pass, so I wouldn't have complained either way as a neutral observer.
Livy has the ball back into the game. Agama's taking a break. Skierbeck long, no good. Naderhood runs down the rebound. Gets out of the corner. Skierbeck thinks about it, steps back, 3 ball, good. Thomas trying to break the press quickly. McBain has their defense set up. They throw over it. Ina Lancer brings the ball over half court. Livia comes from behind. No one yells wolf, but she does pick it up in time. There's your 3 ball from Merb. No good. Rebound by Neverth. 7-3. McBain is up. Baseball pass down to Heastand. Heastand amongst the trees. Sweet little scoop layup. Pushes the score 4-9 or 9-4. McBain is up. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Crick breaks his press. Nice little pass to Langton.
That seems to be the key, Hawkeye. If the Comets can get the ball into Crick's hands, Crick's the one Comet, maybe Anna Lancer to an extent, but Crick certainly is the one Comet who is not afraid to run hard and ensure that she breaks that press. But Rambler's actively trying to get it out of her hands.
Yant passes it down to Langton. Langton against Neverth. Neverth, great defense straight up on that. Blocks the layup, gets the rebound, turns it the other way. Ball goes to Heastand. Blocked as it's going out of bounds by Crick, and it will be Ramblers ball underneath the basket. 9-4, 2:35 left in the first quarter.
Crick with a significant height advantage to run almost dismissively. I think she blocked that with her elbow.
McBain gets the ball in. Olivia Naderhood has the top of the key. Gives it up to Skierbeck. Skierbeck thinks about it. Says maybe a little bit too close. Passes back up to Neverett. Quickly double teaming Skierbeck anytime she has the ball. Skip pass over to Neverett. Olivia straight on with the 3-ball. Knocks it in. Expands the lead 12-4. Here comes the press. 3-on-1. A good turnover on that one by Neverett, and they give the ball back to the Comets. So after all said and done, Comets are on this half of the court with the ball. Ball stolen by Naderhood. Gives it up. Skierbeck's going to push the action. She's going to go all the way, tries a Euro step, and she's going to get hacked. Shooting 2.
Number 2.
They're going to give that one on Ann Lancer.
Keeps third at the line shooting.
I'll tell you, Hawkeye, right now, the tone of this game and the way that it is being officiated fantastically, I should point out, as all three of these gentlemen are gentlemen we're familiar with. But it is just what the Ramblers want. Physical defense, allowing the little bit of contact, a little bit of bumping that goes on oftentimes. And if you're going to be able to get away with that, Ramblers are definitely going to take advantage because they are a very aggressive defensive team.
Skierbeck drains both of them, making the score 14-4 with a minute 41 left in the first quarter. Pass down to Langton. Langton's money at that point. You can't let her get the ball that deep.
Beautiful pass by Crick, just over the outstretched arms of the defense, and Riley with a great job of corralling that pass and bringing it in.
Well, there's a pass a little bit too tall for Houston. It's going to be a turnover. Comets ball on the sideline. Merv gets ready to pull the trigger. They send Lancer on the fly pattern, get through the lead. Skierbeck tries to get the steal. Merv with the 3-bomb. 14-9 with a minute 13 left. Comets shooting their way back into this game. McBain setting up their offense. Crick playing fantastic defense on Heastan. Take advantage of that reach. Olivia gets a pick, frees up Heastan, and now she gets hammered by Bentham. That'll be the second on Bentham.
Yeah, a little bit of a reach there by Merv. They were doing a great job defensively, but Bentham just a little lazy, didn't move the feet, and stuck that left arm across the body.
Agama back in the game, giving Skierbeck a break. Gets ready to set up the offense. Swings over to Heastan on the left-hand side. Back to Agama in the middle. Heastan wide open, thinks about the 3-ball, gives it up. Playing a little catch on the outside, trying to free it up. Callie Hooker's checked in the game for McBain down on the baseline. Livy Naderhood drives around, breaks down the zone a little bit. There it is in Naderhood's hand. Not Naderhood, Hooker's hand. Ball's knocked away. Comets ball. Merb's gonna check another 3-ball. No good. Rebound corralled by Hooker, coming back the other way. Gildy was in the battle for that one. Agama kicks it out to Heastan. Heastan over to Livia. Livia for the 3-ball. In and out, but great rebound by Gildy. And now Hooker battling for the ball. Forces Merv to go out of bounds, holding it. And gets the ball for the Ramblers. 14-9 with 3.2 seconds left in the first quarter. Amelia DeRider checks to the game for the Comets. Quick pass to Gildy. Gildy with a nice little lay-in, gets the bucket, and at the buzzer. At the end of one, we have Ramblers 16, Comets 9. You're listening to McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 Wcdy.
Providing great service and quality to our customers, LC Materials is here for you and all your concrete and aggregate needs, both residential and commercial projects. We can assist you in estimates, sand and gravel needs, project details, and on-time delivery. LC Materials is also in Cadillac at the Concrete Store. The Concrete Store has building supplies, stone, block, tools, and other accessories to help you finish your project. So when you're ready, call LC Materials. We're ready when you are, online at lcmaterials.net.
In the small town of McBain lies a locally owned family pharmacy that takes pride in helping improve the health of every patient that comes through the door. At McBain Family Pharmacy, you're more than just a prescription. Here, you're family, and their experienced team of professionals are always available to answer any questions you may have regarding prescription and over-the-counter medications. McBain Family Pharmacy is your full-service family pharmacy for both traditional and compound medications. Call them today at 231-825-8175. That's 231-825-8175. Or stop by their store, located at 119 North Roland Street in McBain.
It's late nights here in McBain as the McBain Ramblers taking on the Northern Michigan Christian Comets. And we have so 16-9 lead. Sorry, this is Gary Hawkeye Vanna, joined by Jay Simon doing the color. Most overqualified board op in the history of America. Rich Spicer back at the station, doing the best to make us sound good.
That is a yeoman's effort to do that as the Comets get the turnover, ball out of bounds. And we'll point out, Hawkeye, Megan Bennett has paid her penance for not doing the dishes at home. Dad has put her into the game, and the 6-foot junior, sophomore. Yeah, goodness. Maybe 6-foot plus sophomore is in the game as they look to try to get it to her on the block.
Mealy DeRider tries to get the pass, go to Riley. No good. Shot by Lancer. There is a hoop in the arm for Langton.
There is no stopping Riley Langton on that block, Hawkeye. You mentioned it. She got that ball on that left block, and that ball was going back up on the glass. Heck or high water, the hoop in the arm.
She's a very strong, athletic girl down low, and she's really got some good moves with the footwork, and she's just got good hands.
Absolutely. Her hands are what really impressed me the most, honestly. You get the ball near her, and she will have it, and she will get it up there, and a good-looking free throw just in and out.
Kelly Hooker with the rebound. The score is 16-11, 7:16 left in the second quarter. McBain is up.
And I'll say this, Hawkeye, with Bennett now in the game, really pretty solid job by the Comets to hang around like they did. 5-point game right now with Bennett back in the game. We'll see if she can be an offensive difference.
All right, McBain pulling the trigger underneath the basket, trying to get their offense going. Cooper Hogma left low in the corner, 3 ball up and good.
Yeah, you cannot leave Cooper Hogma that wide open. I dare say even you could have made that 3.
Megan Bennett throws the ball over Riley Langton's head. Out of bounds, it will be McBain ball.
That's unfortunate. That was a layup.
It looks like we have a timeout for full time, 60-second timeout. The score is 19-11, 6:52 left in the second quarter. You're listening to McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 WCDY.
Your one-stop farm supply store is Falmouth Co-op in the heart of agriculture country. With locations at Falmouth and McBain, Falmouth Co-op has what you need to keep all your animals well-fed and healthy. Plus, bulk fuel and professional agronomy services like custom fertilizers and spraying and soil and grid sampling. Falmouth Co-op is your premier grain dealer and birdseed headquarters. And the McBain location has pizza, burgers, wings, and appetizers. Stop in today at either location in Falmouth and McBain. Falmouth Co-op is proud to support McBain's student athletes.
It's late night here in McBain as they're bringing out the classics. Jay Simon's looking for a dance partner. But we are having a floor party as the McBain Ramblers are up 19-11, 6:32 left in the second quarter. This is Gary Hawkeye Vanna, joined by Jay Simon.
Don't bother me. I've got a groove. Sorry.
Just want to let you know, if you want to listen to this broadcast and you need to leave the McBain area, or if you're at a Michigan State game, you're listening to the earbuds like my niece Carrie Van Polen is.
Nice.
Well, thanks McLean Transmission for all the online broadcast of the basketball games. So all you have to do is go to 107.9 CDY, click on the
.com.
Sorry, click on the right column in the YouTube stream, brought to you by McLean Transmission. For anything transmission related or for quality used cars, call 231-779-1394. That is McLean Transmission on LaChance Road.
Tied up ball. Alexis Gildy with the takedown of Megan Bennett. 2 points.
Inbound pass to Megan Bennett. That's just not fair. All you just throw it up high and no one's going to get in that stratosphere.
Alexis Gildy's pretty close, and she knocks that away.
All I hear is pretty close.
Well, Rambler ball.
Rambler ball. Cooper Agama brings the ball over half court. Swings over to Skierbeck. Skierbeck wide open three. Good. Riley Langton get the responsibility to try and close down on that gap, and Skierbeck just shoots.
Yeah, that's the tough thing with Skierbeck is she is an excellent outside shooter. The other thing is she shoots from around her chin area. She's not shooting down by her chest. And so if you don't really close out on her, she can shoot despite anybody in her face.
Skierbeck with the lead on it, misses the layup. Rebound by Agma's got the rebound, but she can't pull out the strum. Gets out to Skierbeck. Skierbeck, step back three. Too strong. Booster tracks it down. Looks for Skierbeck again. Skierbeck finally gives it up. They're going to set up the offense now. 22-11. McBain is doubled up on the Comets right now with 5:43 left in the first half. McBain being patient, looking for that shot. Gives it to Gildy down low. There's the backdoor cut, but try to go over Bennett. That's not happening. Bennett knocks it away. Comets ball. Crick takes her eye off the ball, kicks it around, but Comets maintain possession. Merb with the shot, no good off the Ramblers. Comets pulling the trigger underneath the basket.
And MC having a little difficulty getting Megan Bennett involved offensively as the Ramblers, now that she has checked in, giving her a lot of attention. Really what they probably need to do is pretend like she's not on the floor, run their offense as they did in the first quarter.
Crick with the layup is no good. Rebounded by Hooker. Hooker gives up to Agma. Agma gives up to Skierbeck. Skierbeck three ball, no good. Battle down below. Corralled by Crick. NFC has the ball coming back this way. Crick, top of key, trying to set up the offense. Tries to blow by Agama. She does, then she runs to Callie Hooker, and she'll be fouled on the shot. Crick will be shooting two.
Callie Hooker, her second. Team's first. At the line shooting, Callie Hooker.
Leah Neverth, Michaela Pluger checking in the game for the Ramblers. Looks like one of the things Brockman may be looking to do is bring in a lot of height and rebounders and rotate them often and quickly, like defensive linemen in a football game, and try and keep them fresh and really battling.
We talked in the pregame that the Ramblers have a deep bench. They have a lot of kids. And while they might give up a little bit as Megan Bennett rebounds the missed free throw by Crick and now will go to the line for two more of her own. While they might lose a little bit offensively with some of these kids off the bench, what they make up for, they're still going to be a really tough defensive team because, as we said before, you have to be able to do that to play. And those kids will go out there and give everything they have in the minutes they get. Comets yet to make a free throw. 0 for 5 right now. 0 for 4, excuse me. Reverse jinx fails.
That's right, but Merb gets the rebound, then gives it away to Agama. Agama tries to push the action. She's all by herself, waiting for her posse, backs it back out. Ball at top of the key, swings it around to Skierbeck. Skip pass over to Boonstra, a little dangerous one. Merb tried to jump on that one. Just missed. Ball's over to Skierbeck. They're just waiting for that opening as Never tries to find it.
Quick hands by Lancer, tap that away.
Crick brings the ball the other way, gives it to Jan. Jan with the short little jumper, a little bit. When I meant short, I meant distance, not the ball, but it both ended up short, didn't it? Skierbeck all by herself for the three ball, steps way back for it, throws it up, no good. Rebound chased down by Crick. Comets coming the other way. 22-11, 4 minutes left in the second quarter. McBain is up. Get down to Bennett down low. Quickly double team. She gets a chance at her shot, makes her first bucket of the game. 22-13. Ramblers are up. Cooper Agama walks the ball over half court, gives it up to Skierbeck. Back to Agama. Playing catch between those two girls. Finally down low to Pluger. Pluger goes hard against Bennett. She does not make the basket. Bennett goes down to close down the clamp and gets the jump ball.
There's a young man in the Comet student section.
Inbound pass to Pluger. Pluger gets a hoop in the hom. And if they give that to Merb. All right, they're going to give that to Lancer. Sorry, you were saying something about a kid in the comments?
Well, yes, and I apologize. I didn't realize Ball's about to be inbounded. Wearing the number 11 jersey over there. He is miming different actions. That time it was golfing. He had this whole setup.
Booster in the trees gets the rebound, misses it, gets her own rebound, kicks it back out. McBain back in action. They're trying to force it to Pluger down low. We had a little battle on the ground, and it will be a foul on Agama. As the quarterback had already slid, and she should know you can't hit the quarterback once he's on the ground.
That's right. You just can't let go of football, can you? Not that I blame you.
That's the third one on Agama. McBain up 24-13, 3:19 left in the second quarter. Both teams have 5 fouls. Ben trying to post up on Neverett. Defense comes over late. We're getting the ball right there. They're calling a jump ball on that one.
Okay.
Never had the ball up high. Bennett can reach around as long as she doesn't contact the body.
There is an absolute war going on right now between Megan Bennett and Leah Neverth. They're going to get Neverth for the foul, Hawkeye, but I was watching that because this is one of those times where I don't have to watch the ball like you do. Could have called that either way, to be completely honest with you, because I'm sure Megan was not happy with Leah's defense, and Megan was throwing elbows, and Leah was responding in kind, and that was another 3 seconds away from a UFC battle.
My money would have been on Neverth. As Tana Van Polen checks in the game for the Comets and giving Bennett a chance to cool down. Quick pass over to Lance. Lancer knocks down the bucket, making the score 15-24. 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Skibbeck, ball top of the key. Passes, skip pass over to Naderhood. Naderhood, one step, goes to the basket. Closed down by Van Polen. Van Polen causes the turnover on the travel call. Comets ball. 2:46 left in the second quarter. Comets bring the ball over half court. They're up 24-15, or they're losing 24-15. Never got another foul. That one.
Hey, you can put your arms straight up in the air all you want, but if you crash into them with the body, that's still a foul.
That is the foul, and that
101.
That'll be 3 on Neverth. So Agama has 3, Neverth has 3. Crick goes to the free throw line.
Make your way to the middle school hallway. Middle school hallway.
He's standing with the rebound. The shortest girl on the court gives it to Skierbeck, and Skierbeck gets the offense running. Brings over half court. She's running point right now. As you have Callie Hooker, Michaela Pluger, Olivia Naderhood, and Katie Heastand there. Long 3 ball by Emily Skierbeck. No good. Emma Skierbeck. But now we're going to get a walk on the rebound by Jan. Turnover. Ramblers ball underneath the basket. Emma Skierbeck getting ready to pull the trigger. Gets out to Callie Hooker quickly. Up to Olivia Naderhood to start it. Skierbeck wide open in the corner. You can't let her go. She misses it. Rebound Crick. Comets coming the other way. 2:06 left in the second quarter. Ramblers up by 9. Crick trying against Naderhood. Naderhood playing great defense. Now they come back the other way. There's Benta for the 3 ball. No good. Rebound Naderhood. Naderhood corrals it and starts to bring it the other way. Setting up the Rambler offense. Gets over to Skierbeck. Over to Heaston. Minute 42 left. Skip pass over to Naderhood. Back to Skierbeck. McBain up 24-15. There's the ball down low to Pluger. Pluger tries to pass it to Callie Hooker. Bentham closes in and gets a steal. Comets coming back the other way. Minute 25 left in the second quarter. Try to pass down low. This jumped by Skierbeck, and they're going to call a foul on Crick.
Unfortunately for Crick, she basically bounced off of Skierbeck, but Skierbeck had the ball and position. Good call. That is an advanced optometry. Good call, Hawkeye.
Minute 21 left. Emma Skierbeck forced to run the point with Cooper Agama out or sitting with 3 fouls. Skierbeck, long 3 ball, in and out. Ran down by Callie Hooker, but she runs into her own player and travel. You can't really blame her on that one.
Skierbeck looked like me on a Sunday night at the middle school run there, Hawkeye. Just walk up, jack it up from straightaway, and miss. I thought she'd make it. Unfortunately, she looked exactly like me, and it didn't go down.
Ball stolen. Here comes Naderhood the other way. Clock's at 1 minute. It's going to be fouled by Bentham. She'll be shooting 2.
It's a good foul by Merv to stop the layup. However, that's going to be her third.
As Jamie DeCam has checked into the game for the Comets. Bennett's also in the game.
DeRider checks into the Comets.
Amelia DeRider comes in, and Bentham's going to sit for the last 58 seconds with 3 fouls. Naderhood knocks down both of them, extending the lead to 11, 25, or 26 to 15 with 56 seconds left in the first half. Lancer takes over the point, sets things up, gives it up to DeRider. DeRider gives it up to DeCam. He stands all over DeCam, gives it up to DeRider, and there's a great pass inside to Lancer. She couldn't finish it. Volleyball batted around by Skierbeck. Ramblers get the ball.
Really beautiful little give and go, though. Nice look.
Naderhood, 32 seconds left. Decides to give it up to Skierbeck. They're looking for a good shot right now. Run the offense, being patient. Callie Hooker down low against Bennett. Bennett closes quickly. The Ramblers have to kick it back out. Naderhood looking for it. Finally gets batted away by Lancer. Lancer, 16 seconds left. Runs it out of bounds. Ramblers will get it. 13.8 seconds left in the first half. Ramblers are up 26 to 15. Skierbeck walks it over half court. Quickly gives up to Heastan. Heastan thinks about Gildy in the corner and thinks better of it. 5 seconds left. Now it's down to Heastan, down to Gildy. Gildy drives, gets a shot blocked by Bennett. At the end of the first half, the Ramblers are up 26 to 15. We are going to go to the McBain Hardware halftime show in just a minute. You are listening to McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 WCDY.
Northern Michigan Christian Schools in McBain is a Christ-centered learning environment run by parents rather than a church. It's an excellent Christian education for pre-K through 12th grade and currently serves
Zach?
more than 290 students. To find out more information, go to www.nmcf.us.
Remember that Gary likes to go to breaks with that whole 107.9 CDY thing.
Call
Just to be aware.
231-825-2492.
Okay.
Again, that's 231-825-2492. Northern Michigan Christian School, believing that each student is uniquely gifted and a blessed child of God.
When it's late, when it's snowing, when you just have to have it. It's nice knowing
Not too
McNally's
bad.
Party
Very
Store in
late night.
downtown
Sorry about that.
McBain is open 7 days a week. Locally owned and operated with the friendliest cashiers helping to serve your grocery needs. From candy and chips to pop and munchies.
So normally that's why we thought we'd
McNally's
start
Party Store, they're still keeping it cold. And wishing the McBain Ramblers good luck in tonight's game. That's McNally's Party Store in downtown McBain, open 7 days a week.
Making the final arrangements
That's
for a
true.
loved one is never easy. At Burkholder Family Funeral Home, they can help you get through the process one step at a time. Serving the families in McBain and surrounding communities for over 40 years, they take pride in providing exceptional services that families can actually afford. The caring and compassionate staff at Burkholder Family Funeral Home can help ease the burden. Burkholder Family Funeral Home. Visit them today at 211 North Pine Street in McBain or call 231-825-8191.
McBain Rural Agricultural Schools is looking for the next generation of Ramblers. If you want to give your child the gift of a great education, make McBain Rural Agricultural Schools your school of choice. Every McBain Rambler gets a MacBook or iPad, a strong curriculum, including a variety of vocational programs, great athletics, and access to a brand new state-of-the-art performing arts center. Because great performances shouldn't be limited to the football field and basketball court. School of Choice is now open, which means a huge decision for your family is upon you. If you want a school that will challenge your child, support your child, and celebrate your child's individuality, make sure McBain is on your short list. It's never too late to change schools, and McBain is accepting students K through 12th grade. For more information, visit mcbain.org or call the superintendent's office at 231-825-2165. That's 231-825-2165. 231-825-2165.
We've all been there. We rely on our vehicles more than ever to get us where we need to go safe and sound. McBain Auto Service is open Monday through Friday and are fully licensed and insured to serve you. With over 50 years combined experience, they specialize in everything from brakes to engine repair with no job too big or small. Stop in for a safety inspection. McBain Auto Service, located at 9438 South Maury Road in McBain, or call 231-825-2729.
High school students are training for the jobs of tomorrow today at the Wexford-Massaukee Career Technical Center in Cadillac. Juniors and seniors from 12 area high schools can choose from 14 career-driven programs. Free college credit is available. Visit WMISD.org and click or tap the Career Technical Education link. See all the great programs, then talk to your student's counselor. Call 876-2200. The Wexford-Massaukee Career Technical Center on 13th Street across from Baker College. Proud to serve the students of McBain High School. CTC is the place to be.
Good Tuesday night. It's ladies' night here in McBain as we are having the varsity women's basketball action between the Northern Michigan Christian Comets and the McBain Ramblers. We're over here in the brand new gym facility of NMC. Fantastic looking pace. This is Gary Hawkeye Vanna, joined by my good friend Jay Simon, as he is going to be giving us the play-by-play of the Indian leg wrestling going on the far side out of the stands.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
there is Indian leg wrestling. I didn't even realize it.
You're listening to the McBain Hardware halftime show. McBain Hardware. See Ron and Tyler or Dan Eisinger for all of your needs. As my brother-in-law likes to tell you, if McBain Hardware doesn't have it, then you just probably don't need it. So, as Jay's getting ready to let us know some first half thoughts. What'd you see out there, Jay?
Hey, this third grade match or the varsity match?
I'd rather have the varsity match.
Seen some pretty phenomenal defense by the third graders out there here at halftime. Fantastic stuff. Well, okay, 10-point game. If you are Northern Michigan Christian, your 6-foot sophomore sat the entire first quarter. You're running a zone defense that has slowed the Ramblers down. They looked like they might be getting hot from three for a little while there, but they ended up finishing the first half unofficially just 4 of 15 from beyond the arc. So they didn't have a lot of success shooting the three after that hot start. So if you're an MC, you can't be too disappointed. 10-point lead is a far cry from what they faced at halftime of their last matchup. I want to say that, to be honest with you, that NMC also had 15 points at the half in that game, but McBain was more in the 40s range. So it's a little closer game. NMC's defensive strategy is helping them stay in this one, and I think the big key is going to be if they can handle what we know is coming in the second half, and that's going to be some relentless full-court pressure from the Ramblers. They're going to want to try and take the ball out of Allie Crick's hands. Allie Crick, clearly the Comets' best ball handler. Anna Lancer back now is helped back there, but Crick is definitely their best ball handler. And so if they can get it out of her hands, I think the Ramblers are going to be able to get turnovers and run with it. So we've got the potential, in my mind, in the second half of what we saw in the JV game, where it was an extended close game, ended up being 8, never got more than 11. Or it could be a Rambler blowout. You never know.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see what happens. The big difference is that NMC's been able to handle McBain's press this time, and McBain has not been able to get those quick strike scores.
Yep.
And been able to not let NMC settle into their zone, which just is a clock eater.
Yep. Yep, absolutely, it absolutely is, and it's changing the dynamic of the game in that sense. McBain wants to run. They don't mind taking quick threes. They don't mind pushing the ball up the floor and looking for layups. And NMC's philosophy in this game has really changed. I don't know if they tried the zone in the first matchup or if they went straight man. I don't know if you were at that game, but
I was.
It's really made a difference here.
They played zone last time. They just never had a chance to set it up.
Yeah.
They were having so many turnovers on the press. The zone was never a factor in the game.
We run down the scoring for you from the first half. For the Comets, they were paced by Anna Lancer. She had 6 first-half points. Riley Langton had a couple of buckets underneath for 4. Madeline Bentham made a 3 in that first quarter, the only 3 of the game for the Comets. And Megan Bennett had a bucket in the second quarter. Of course, Megan Bennett did not start the game tonight, but did play the entirety or near entirety of the second quarter, and I would expect to see her throughout the second half. Unofficially, the Comets just 1 of 4 from three-point range, only took the 4 attempts. Might have all been by Madeline Bentham, to be honest with you. And they were 0 of 6 from the free throw line in that first half. Meanwhile, for the Ramblers, Emma Skierbeck knocks down a couple of long-range bombs. She had 10 points to pace the Ramblers. And then they got a bunch of small contributions. Olivia Nederhood with a couple free throws and a 3B herself for 5. Cooper Agama knocked down a 3. And then Katie Heiston, Michaela Pluger, Alexis Gildy, all with a bucket apiece, and Leah Never 2 for 2 from the free throw line to round out the scoring for the Ramblers, who were 6 of 9 from the free throw line. And as I mentioned, Hawkeye, just 4 of 15 from three-point range. So not exactly lighting it up, and a little bit in the arena, I suppose, for where they were in that first matchup. They knocked down 10 threes, so nearly halfway there from that first contest, but going to be interesting if they can stop Skierbeck. I should keep track of these on a per-player basis, and I might try that the next time I'm doing color and Hawkeye's doing play-by-play, but I'm willing to bet Skierbeck has taken at least 7 or 8 of the 15 threes that McBain has shot. So, and they have been open looks. So if she gets hot, it's going to be a tough challenge for the Comets to get out and prevent her from doing so. Halftime here, the McBain Hardware halftime show here at Northern Michigan Christian School in McBain. Nice little crowd on both sides. This gorgeous new interior of this facility over last summer. New flooring, new automatic bleachers that even have like little embedded sort of seating. You can actually tell where your seat is and everything now. And really, really nice facility. I love the colors in here. As athletic director Dave Skinner, who's been here a long time, back when I was coaching here at NMC, is officiating very poorly this third grade. He's just terrible. He's making terrible calls. He's missing all kinds. He can't keep up with these kids. It's really just a joke. I don't know why he's even bothering, why they gave him the whistle, to be completely honest with you. Oh, hey, he made a foul call. Look at that.
Well, that was your advanced optometry. Good call of the halftime third grade game. As that comes to a close, you are listening to the Taylor Mechanical halftime show. You guys want to let you know that
McBain Hardware or Taylor Mechanical?
Sorry. It is the McBain Hardware.
Okay. Just checking.
Kevin Bovin now owes me some free swag. The McBain Hardware halftime show. Sorry about that. See Ron or Tyler for all your hardware needs. They have a great selection of Milwaukee products, and they have these fabulous neon green gloves, which actually do keep your hands warm. They have the nice grippy on one side. And Jay says he swears by him. He will go outside and jump rope with those because of how much he likes those. Absolutely. Though I never understand why anybody wants to jump rope or jump at all. Hey, I tell you what, as my brother-in-law says, if McBain Hardware doesn't have it, then you probably just don't need it. Well, we're coming in for the last 3 minutes. Just as
hey, they put on a Northern Truck Service secret 3 minutes. It's like a football game.
There you go. That it is. And for some of our listeners who are listening to McLean Transmission online streaming, Penn State is up 43-37 over Michigan State at Michigan State. as we have a secret fan listening to us while in the Breslin.
Nice.
That's pretty dumb sweet. But hey, anyone can listen to us online. All you have to do is go to 107.9Wcdy.com. Click on the game logo button in the right column and listen on YouTube. Streaming brought to you by McLean Transmission. For anything transmission related or for quality used cars, call 231-779-1394. That's McLean Transmission on LaChance Road. And that was your McBain Hardware halftime show. The score is 25-15. You are listening to McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 WCDY.
In the small town of McBain lies a locally owned family pharmacy that takes pride in helping improve the health of every patient that comes through the door. At McBain Family Pharmacy, you're more than just a prescription. Here, you're family, and their experienced team of professionals are always available to answer any questions you may have regarding prescription and over-the-counter medications. McBain Family Pharmacy is your full-service family pharmacy for both traditional and compound medications. Call them today at 231-825-8175. That's 231-825-8175. Or stop by their store, located at 119 North Roland Street in McBain.
Providing great service and quality to our customers, LC Materials is here for you and all your concrete and aggregate needs, both residential and commercial projects. We can assist you in estimates, sand and gravel needs, project details, and on-time delivery. LC Materials is also in Cadillac at the Concrete Store. The Concrete Store has building supplies, stone, block, tools, and other accessories to help you finish your project. So when you're ready, call LC Materials. We're ready when you are, online at lcmaterials.net.
Your one-stop farm supply store is Falmouth Co-op in the heart of agriculture country. With locations at Falmouth and McBain, Falmouth Co-op has what you need to keep all your animals well-fed and healthy. Plus, bulk fuel and professional agronomy services like custom fertilizers and spraying and soil and grid sampling. Falmouth Co-op is your premier grain dealer and birdseed headquarters. And the McBain location has pizza, burgers, wings, and appetizers. Stop in today at either location in Falmouth and McBain. Falmouth Co-op is proud to support McBain's student athletes.
Happy Tuesday night. It's Lady Night here in Northern Michigan Christian School as the McBain Rambler take on the Northern Christian Comets. It is 25-15. McBain is up. This is Gary Hawkeye Van, joined by Jay Simon, doing all your color and best busta moves that I've seen this side of this table I'm standing next to.
We should have broadcast from a little further down. I could have been riding an exercise bike while we were doing this game. That would have changed my color analysis.
All right, ball's inbounded after a little playful joint between Olivia Naderhood and the official. Now we're back to the game as Leah Neverth has a great steal, except the pass is going to Olivia Naderhood. McBain settles back in, gets ready. Zone defense down low to Neverth. Neverth goes hard against Bennett. Bennett starting the second half. She didn't start the first half, but starting the second half instead of Riley Langton. And we'll see how that changes. Ball in the corner, getting trapped there by Yant. Down low to Boonstra. Boonstra tries to hook it around. Loose ball on the ground. We're going to have a scrum, and it's finally going to be a jump ball between Bentham and Skierbeck and Neverth.
I find it interesting, Hawkeye, and maybe this is just part of the way the offense is run, trying to this sort of the inside-out type game, but with three-point shooters around the edge between Agama, Skierbeck, and Naderhood, I'm a little surprised at the Ramblers' insistence on challenging Megan Bennett down low and trying to force it down there.
And we got a Skierbeck steal right here. She's going away the basket. Too strong. Rebound by Boonstra. That's no good. Naderhood gets it blocked by Bentham, and it's a turnover on this one.
Yeah, Megan Bennett must be about 6'2", because I don't know how tall Skierbeck is, but Bennett didn't even have to jump and block that with both hands. Skierbeck with the miss on the bunny on the inside, a rebound by the Ramblers.
A reminder, you're listening to WCDY, McBain, Cadillac, Lake City. McBain has the ball at the top of the key, working around against this zone, trying to find a little crease in there. Down the corner to Neverth, back out. Cooper Agama is trying to start things up. 6:34 left in the game. 25-15, no scoring so far, and there's another turnover due to this. No play there with Bennett. Bennett turns. McBain collapses on her. Crick finds a wide open baseline for the easy bucket, making the score 17-25. Drew Barkley says, I need a timeout. With 6:13 left in the third.
Hawkeye, I just noticed, if we're going to stay here, and I believe we're on 30-second timeout, The score is 25-17. It was 26 when the first half ended. And I have 26 in my book. So that means something got changed. Maybe a 3 was a 2. I don't know. I don't think so. But I had 26, and the scoreboard says 25 at the moment, so I'm not sure why that is.
Well, they're wrong and you're right.
Well, I mean, I believe it, but I swear that said 26 when the first half ended. I don't know what happened.
Well, if you have the scores of every player also, that adds up to 26.
Yeah, well, I think so.
Agma brings the ball over half court. It's been a slow start for the Ramblers since they come out. The ball's being swung around, top of the key, back to the neighborhood. Little hot potato action going here as they're trying to chase or get these Comets just to run. It almost looks like you're trying to play keep away from the dog, and hopefully they wear down by this end of the game.
This is exactly what the Comets want. If they can keep them from shooting threes, that's a travel. Oh, they're going to call it foul. Okay. Thought we were getting a travel. We're going to get a foul. Oh, they're going to foul on Skierbeck. Goodness. Emma Skierbeck, I'll let you describe it, Hawkeye. Sorry.
I don't know how to describe that one because she was had her pocket picked there and somehow trying to step through it. They got a foul call on her.
Admittedly, kind of flailed her arms in frustration, but I didn't think she even made contact with anybody, and that was a mild surprise on the foul call. But hey, that's why Jerome gets paid the big bucks and I don't.
Pass out to Skierbeck. Skierbeck 3 ball off the top of the basket, and it's in, but once it hits that little support thing, that does hang a little low. So now we got a timeout on the floor.
Another 30-second timeout.
McBain just really is out of sync as they have come out of the half, and the Comets have very high energy going on.
Well, and I really do think to an extent, Riley Langton did a fine job on the inside, in that first half, and especially when she was out on the floor with Bennett to give him a great 1-2 punch there on the interior. But Bennett, I think, a little taller, and I think that's allowing them to run out on these three-point shooters a little bit more, protect the arc, because they trust that Bennett, on her own, essentially parading that middle of that floor, can defend the other two Ramblers down low, and it's allowing them to kind of extend that zone defense, and it's really frustrating McBain right now.
Yeah, with that 6-foot height plus
she's got to be 6'2".
Yeah, and with the full wingspan of that, she can play defense close to 1.5 players down low. Comets bring the ball over half court here, setting up. They're trying to get Bennett to force her the ball. Crick comes down the baseline, steps on the line.
Yeah, Jerome makes the right call there on the baseline. I did think Crick got bumped as she tried to go around Boonstra, but stepped on the line. Did find Bennett for a layup, but not before stepping on the line.
McBain gets the ball over half court, setting up the offense. Swing the ball over on the left-hand side to Skierbeck. Skierbeck gives it back up to Agama in the middle. Now down in the corner to Nevereth. Skierbeck is going to go hard against Lancer and going to get the call.
And this is where it's going to get a little dicey for the Ramblers, for the Comets right now, Hawkeye, because that's Anna Lancer's third foul. Merb already has 3 fouls, both of them on the floor right now. This is their best lineup, but it's also with 2 players with 3 fouls apiece.
They finally get the interior pass to Boonstra, and then she gets the ball knocked out off of Bentham. McBain will take the ball underneath the basket. 4:35 left in the third quarter. McBain's up 25-17.
A lot of wingspan out there in white jerseys right now for the Comets.
Agma will pocket pass to Nevereth, punched out by Crick. Comets are playing with very high defensive intensity right now. McBain gets the ball inbounded. Naderhood has it over here on the right-hand side. She tries to drive. Loose ball corralled by Agma. Agma out to Skierbeck. Wide open 3. Good!
Almost a broken play, to be honest with you, Hawkeye. As a loose ball kind of got away from the Ramblers. And a nice look to find Skierbeck all alone as the defense just couldn't rotate.
They're going to give Agama the foul. That's going to be her 4th.
That is going to be big.
Ball got a little bit loose. She tried to drive with the thigh. and she got called for the foul. Lancer inbound the pass to Merv. Merv down low to Bentham. Bentham goes against Neverth. Great defense by Neverth. Put her arms up, stood her ground, and Bennett didn't know what she ran into and just lost control of it.
Yeah, I was going to say, obviously didn't get a piece of the ball because it went right out of bounds, and they're going to give it to the Ramblers. One thing, too, remember, too, Hawkeye, this is an 11-point Rambler lead. There's no pressure. Skierbeck launches another three. There's no pressure to take shots, and I don't blame Emma Skierbeck for shooting because Emma Skierbeck believes everything she puts up is going to go in, and that's the right mentality for her to have. But from an offensive standpoint, Coach Brockma, I'm sure, wants his Ramblers to be patient, run their offense. Don't panic against this zone. You have the 11-point lead. There is no rush. There's no shot clock, and no reason for you to force anything.
That's right. As Bentham gets her 4th foul, she has to go to the bench. Got another turnover. Crick's quick hands gets the turnover, and MC has the ball and they're pushing up the other way. Anna Lancer thinks about the 3 ball and then pulls it out.
Coach Bronkema with his face in his hands right now as he's trying to remember, have I taught them a bounce pass?
Well, that's going to be number 4 on Neverett. 2 starters with 4 fouls so far for the Ramblers. And that'll bring Alexis Gildy off of the bench, and she'll be going in quickly. Amelia DeRuyter's checked in the game for the Comets. And there's the inbound pass. Crick's got the ball. Goes into Neverett. In and out with that one. Rebound Yacht. Yacht with the quick up. No good. Skierbeck has it. Crick steals it from her, and now they're battling around. Finally, Bennett thanks it from the free throw line, making it 19-28 with 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Boy, McBain really got lucky there because Neverth could have been called for a 4th foul, although she did stand her ground, and it's a good non-call.
Actually, Neverth is sitting on 4.
That's why it could have been her 5th. Sorry, it could have been her 5th foul. Now they'll get her out of the game.
Alexis Gildy's getting some very high-quality minutes so far this game, and she's going to be called on again to handle the beast of Bennett. Lancer with the long 3 ball, good. Makes the score 22-28. McBain up 28-22 with 2:40 left in the 3rd quarter. Callie Hooker gets off the bench, and she's going to be in the game real quickly. Neighborhood drives around the world, tries to bounce or pass, knocked away. We got a scrum, and it will be Ramblers ball underneath the basket.
Skierbeck will get a little blow here.
You know, McBain kind of looked at each other to figure out who's going to run the point now that both Skierbeck and Agmar are out of the game, and I assume that's going to fall in the hands of Naderhood.
Now this is a point time. Naderhood with 3. Oh my!
That was just a weird play. It was a handoff. Statue of Liberty dropped it for a 3.
That's a huge bucket as the Comets had cut it to 6. We have some of the McBain Rambler
fans having too much fun.
Boy fans, yeah, the boys in the corner there, the student section. I was going to say student section, but it's really all the guys from the boys team and others having a little too much fun along the baseline. That's a no-no.
Inbound pass to Bentham. Bodies flying all over the place. Callie Hooker corrals the rebound, gives it up to Heastan. She looked like she's at the point. Great little drive, but batted away by Crick.
Olivia Nitterhood took a tumble on the other end, Hawkeye. I didn't see what happened to her. And she's going to come off. She's in some clear pain as she heads to the bench.
Get her under control. Get her under control.
Comets bring the ball after the court. Lancer does a Euro step there, but gets hooked on her hip and
puts her hands on that one. Yeah, then Lancer with a smile as she comes back the other way. Yep, you're right.
Minute 51 left in the 3rd quarter. McBain is up by 9, 31-22. Swinging around the zone. Skierbeck back in the game. Lancer trying to jump her. Skip pass over to Scareback. Scareback over the rim. No good. Rebound. Bentham come back the other way. You know, you hear the crowd. They're starting to complain about the calls, but everything's equally.
I was just going to say, it's happening on both ends of the floor defensively, both teams. This is the type of defense the Ramblers were playing in the first half. The Comets weren't answering that call, and now it's coming back the same way. And if you're going to play defense that way, you got to be ready to accept defense that way. And
that's the whole.
There's not a parent in the world that wants to see that.
That's the whole goose gander philosophy.
Exactly
hey, we want to thank the people that sponsor these games. Without them, we can't bring you these great athletic kids in the McBain area. We want to thank Burkholder Family Funeral Home, McNally's Party Store, McBain Family Pharmacy, McBain Auto Service, Don's Auto Clinic, High Point, Cadillac, GMC, LC Materials, the Falmouth Co-op, the McBain Rural Agricultural School, the Wexford Misaki CTC, Shepherd's Agency, Pilgrim Mechanical, Northern Truck Service, McLean Transmission, Advanced Optometry, McBain Hardware, Kelly's Pizza and Grill, Judy K. Gilly Photography, Huntington Electric, L&J Meat, and Northern Michigan Christian Schools.
Yeah, we're going to get an offensive foul, Hawkeye, on Megan Bennett trying to drive to the hole. And I'm not sure what specifically the officials saw on that play. It frankly looked no different than many other drives to the hoop by any of these players.
Except it looked like she put her shoulder down.
I was going to say, unless there was something where she put something into the defender. And Jerome right on top of that. I keep mentioning Jerome. He's probably one of the most well-known referees. What a steal.
Skip pass. Merb takes care of business. She's going to try and dribble to three people. And it's going to be kicked out. Comets ball underneath the basket. Minute 3 left in the third quarter. McBain up 31-22, and the Comets have just ratcheted up the intensity on their defense.
Well, and without Cooper Agama in the game, they do have Skierbeck back. Lancer, she comes up short on the jumper. We get a jump ball, Merb reaching in. She's fortunate not to pick up her fourth. Without Cooper Agama on the floor, that makes it a little more challenging for the Ramblers to try and run their offense, try and keep things calm. And the Comets are taking advantage with these long arms of these young ladies they have on the floor right now.
McBain gets the ball over half court. Boonstra dribbles through it, finds Callie Hooker all by herself. Sweet play by Boonstra.
Beautiful look.
She is the spark plug of this team, and when she gets going, you cannot match her energy. McBain amping up their own defense. They're going to get the foul on Skierback as she forces Lancer out of bounds. That looked like a frustration foul. I believe that'll bring 3 on her. No, that's the second.
Kept the arms straight up in the air, but you can't just keep moving into them with the body, unfortunately. Offensive player entitled to their position.
32 seconds left. McBain's up by 11, 33-22. Comets got the ball. Lancer gets a free look at the layup, misses. Jan comes, can't get the rebound. Bennett finally gets in and gets the rebound. Now they're going to get the foul on Gildy because Bennett kept the ball up high and no one can reach that level in their elevator. 21.5 seconds left. Ramblers up 33-22. Bennett has a chance to cut the lead into single digits.
That is the first made free throw of the game for the Comets. 0 of 6 before that.
Misses the second one. Boonstra gets the rebound. McBain's bringing over half court. 18 seconds left in the quarter. Another steal by Crick, but Skierbeck is able to corral it. Skierbeck gets it over to Boonstra, blocked by Bennett. Here comes the Comets off and running. 5 seconds left, and we're going to get a timeout. Bennett wants to set a play. So with 5 seconds left in the third quarter, McBain up 33-23. Want to let you know you are going to keep it here.
Interesting to me, Hawkeye, I don't know what your observation of that. Remember, I'm a volleyball player trying to analyze basketball, but you like that timeout? I actually thought they had a bit of a 2-on-1 break. Anna Lancer was open on the right wing. Crick actually saw her, was about to get her the ball, and the timeout gets called.
Yeah, that's a good argument. My question to you on this one is that that going to be executed also? And were the girls, did you believe, have any control on what they were on the court? So
I have no idea. I assume that head coach Rich Bennett knows the kids better than I do.
And he must have a set play that he believes that they will execute. And I'm pretty sure it's going to have something to do with an inbound pass to Bennett close to the basket.
Absolutely.
And see if they get her to at least draw a foul, if not get a bucket.
Unofficially, Ramblers 2 of 5 from 3 in this quarter. Emma Skierbeck and Olivia Naderhood with a bucket. And then Olivia Naderhood 3 was huge. That was a 6-point game when Naderhood made that 3. It pushed it to 9. Ramblers now lead by 10. Here we go.
Ball into Bennett, backdoor to Merb, and they're going to get the walk beforehand. It was a well-drawn play.
It was a very well-drawn-up play.
They knew they were going to collapse on Bennett, so NMC comes with the full court press, so they're not going to let them get the shot from this half of the court. So at the end of 3, McBain up 33-23 with a 10-point lead. You're listening to McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 WCDY.
When it's late, when it's snowing, when you just have to have it. It's nice knowing McNally's Party Store in downtown McBain is open 7 days a week. Locally owned and operated with the friendliest cashiers helping to serve your grocery needs. From candy and chips to pop and munchies, McNally's Party Store, they're still keeping it cold. And wishing the McBain Ramblers good luck in tonight's game. That's McNally's Party Store in downtown McBain, open 7 days a week.
Northern Michigan Christian Schools in McBain is a Christ-centered learning environment run by parents rather than a church. It's an excellent Christian education for pre-K through 12th grade and currently serves more than 290 students. To find out more information, go to www.nmcs.us or call 231-825-2492. Again, that's 231-825-2492. Northern Michigan Christian School, believing that each student is uniquely gifted and a blessed child of God.
And we're back. It's ladies' night, and we have some great video that we'll be posting on our Facebook page of showing what goes on between the quarters. But this is Gary Hawkeye Vanna, joined by Jay Simon as the Northern Michigan Christian Comets play host to the McBain Ramblers. They're not being a very kind host as they are in a battle here. McBain up 33-23, and the Comets just playing high-intensity defense on the court right now for the Ramblers. Katie Heastan, Olivia Naderhood, Alexis Gildy, Callie Hooker, and Emma Skierbeck. As a shot is missed, rebound by Bentham, knocked off by the Ramblers. For your Comets on the floor right now, you have Allie Crick, Anna Lancer, Megan Bennett, Yant, Maggie Yant, and Merb. On the way to the hoop, Crick gets fouled. They're going to give that to Katie Heastan. 7:37 left in the game. We're going to have a great finish here, so you're going to want to stay listening. And Lancer gets the ball in. Olivia almost picks it off, but the Comets are able to control it. Lancer starting out the offense. Crick trying to shake Heastan, can't seem to do it. Finally gets that backdoor pass to Crick, finds Yant all by herself. And they're going to get Yant for the travel. The Ryder gets ready to check back into the game for the Comets.
Hawk, I got to give a quick shout out. The NMC Comet, we know longtime McBain Rambler PA announcer, voice of the Rambler, of course, the legendary Hall of Famer Harv Lucas. But Rich Langton doing the PA announcing here in NMC, doing a fine job.
Yeah, he's got a great voice, doesn't he?
He does, he really does.
All right, we got a foul on this one, and they're going to call that on Lancer.
Anna Lancer striking Alexis Gildy with her face to draw the foul.
And that's 4 on Lancer. As McBain gets ready to pull the trigger, get the ball in. Heastan fakes. Fakes Crick out of the thing, kicks the ball over in the corner to Skierbeck. Skierbeck knocks down the 3 ball, making it 36-23 with 6:55 left in the game.
Skierbeck unofficially was 16 in the game, although I am a point off somehow. Still don't understand how. Nice
that
take.
Backdoor take was great pocket pass there, and Naderhood catches a knee. And she will be called for the foul because her feet weren't quite there. Crick will be shooting 2. Makes the first. 24-36. NMC's really starting to exploit that play where they like to do a high-low backdoor cut with Crick when they get the ball to Bennett just off.
Well, one of the best ways to take advantage of an aggressive defense is to backdoor them, as Bennett's going to pick up a foul here.
Skierbeck brings the ball over half court. McBain has some foul troubles right now as they got Neverth with 4 and Agama with 4. And the Comets have Lancer and Bentham with 4. As Crick blocks a three-point attempt by Skierbeck, and the Comets get the ball.
Impressive defense from Crick, getting out and getting a piece of that shot.
Lancer's now going to...
Skierbeck's going to pick it up.
Yeah, cheap one right there. That almost looked like a fatigue foul, like you're too tired to move your foot.
Just stick the hip out. I've played defense like that a lot, believe me.
Neverth, Agama, Boonstra check into the game for the Ramblers as Gilday, Skierbeck, and Naderhood take a break.
So just to remind you, Neverth and Agama both playing with 4 fouls with 6:22 to go here.
And the answer says, in McBain, we keep the bank open all the way to 9:30 as she uses the bank for that free throw. Merv gets the rebound, finds a Bennett wide open there for an easy bucket as the Comets make it a single-digit lead. McBain 36, Comets 27, 6:13 left in the game. Heastan tries to pass it. It's stolen by Crick, but it's turned over and Agma chases it back down. Lance is trying to chase the ball, and Bronco says, calm down. And there's the down low pass to Neverth, and it's turned over again.
Long arm of the Bennett talk, sticking her hand in there and getting the turnover.
Lancer taking it hard to the hole. And then you have Bentham with the rebound over Heastan. They want to call over the back, but what kind of over the back can you have when you have a 5-inch?
7-inch height advantage, yeah, it's kind of tough. Timeout.
So 29-36, the Ramblers are up by 7, but the Comets are storming back. 5:42 left in the game. Hey, we want to make sure we thank the sponsors that make all these broadcasts possible. So we want to thank LNG Meat Market, Huntington Electric, Judy K. Gildy Photography, Kelly's Pizza and Grill, McBain Hardware, Advanced Optometry, McLean's Transmission, Northern Truck Service, Kluger Mechanical, Shepherd's Agency, the Rutgers Misaki CTC, McBain Rural Agricultural School, Falmouth Co-op, LC Materials, Don's Auto Clinic, and High Point, Cadillac GMC, the McBain Auto Service, McBain Family Pharmacy, McBain's Party Store, Burkholder's Family Funeral Home, and Northern Michigan Christian Schools. Well, NMC is extending their zone to almost to the volleyball line. With 5:28 left in the game.
Yeah, they have to at this point. Got to create turnovers.
Kayla Hooker has the ball in the corner, gives it up to Agama. As Agama tries to get around Crick, gives up to Hooker. Hooker goes to the basket, and they're going to be going there for the charge.
I'm not sure Megan Bennett was completely squared up, but Callie Hooker definitely separated herself from Bennett with that left arm. Good call. Good advanced optometry. Good call.
5:11 left in the game. Comets looking to get this down to a 5-point lead or more. Murr for the 3-ball. Good.
Oh, my.
32-36. It's a 4-point lead now by the Ramblers as the Comets keep on coming back. Booster has the ball over in the wing. Gives it up to Agama. Agama over by the Comet symbol. Now they're running the motion offense at the top.
Comets have gone to man, Hawkeye.
Neverth has it at the top of the key. Agama wide open. She doesn't know what the ball, so she puts it up for a 3-ball. Rebound Yacht. Comets are coming down, trying to close this gap even more. Bennett's calling for the ball, but Lancer's going to drive it to the hole. Kicks it out to Bentham. Battle for a jump ball. Callie Hooker with a great job getting her hands on the ball there. And now Olivia Naderhood checks into the game, and now we have a timeout. It's a full timeout. So with 4:23 left in the game, you want to stay to see how this finishes. The Comets are storming back. McBain 36, NMC 32. You're listening to the home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 WCDY.
When it's late, when it's snowing, when you just have to have it. It's nice knowing McNally's Party Store in downtown McBain is open 7 days a week. Locally owned and operated with the friendliest cashiers helping to serve your grocery needs. From candy and chips to pop and munchies, McNally's Party Store, they're still keeping it cold. And wishing the McBain Ramblers good luck in tonight's game. That's McNally's Party Store in downtown McBain, open 7 days a week.
Good Tuesday night. It's ladies' night as we are here in Northern Michigan Christian's brand new gym. Well, it's an old gym, but it's completely refurnished. You wouldn't realize that this was ever used before they ever had a rubber floor. It's a beautiful marquee type place, and we have a fantastic game as the Lady Comets have been clawing back into the game and have closed the gap to a single 4 points. McBain 36, NMC 32. 4:23 left in the game. Gary Hawkeye Vanna joined by Jay Simon. We have Zach back in the station trying to make us sound good. Oh, that's her night.
I think I've got her as her 4th. Oh, I'm wrong. Missed one.
As Madeline Bentham's last game against the crosstown McBain as the senior has fouled out with 4:16 left in the game.
That's going to be tough right now.
Amelia DeRider comes in off the bench to take her place. She has some big shoes to fill, but we've seen her play
absolutely.
hero a couple times.
She's going to give effort. There's no doubt about it. Right now, she's harassing Netterhood.
Netterhood dribbles around and just comes up a little bit short with the puppy. Loose ball. Boonstruck gets the rebound out. Sure will. And then there's a battle down low. And it's off of Young. But boy, are those girls, they will never give up on a rebound, regardless if it's in the hands of a Comet. They'll keep on cleanly stealing it away and keep on fighting for every ball. Booster gets wide open on the inbound play, misses the puppy. Once again, McBain battles for it. Agama gets the ball stolen from her by Yant. NMC coming the other way, 3:45 left. NMC down by 4. Get the ball over to Crick. Crick trying to take Skierbeck off the dribble. She does. She runs into Naderhood. Ball gets to bounce around. It's off of DeRider. Ramblers ball.
Nice move by Crick to get by Skierbeck to the baseline. Skierbeck, of course, playing with 3 fouls herself. Doesn't want to pick up another if she can help it.
By the way, Michigan State tied up 51-51 with 14 minutes left in the second half.
Michigan lost to OSU.
Michigan State.
No, Michigan lost to Ohio State.
I don't have a listener in Michigan's game.
I'm just telling you.
Booster has the ball at the top of the key, and they're running the motion offense right now.
I thought you'd want to mock them. No?
Swing it around. Give the ball up to Agama over on the right-hand side. Being very patient with this offense. Really starting to wear out the Comets.
The Ramblers did a really nice job with this motion offense. And there's what you're looking for.
They finally found Skierbeck free for the free layup underneath. She makes the easy bucket, making it 38-32, pushes the lead back up to 6 with 2:51 left in the game.
Not only does that get you a bucket, but that's also just like a little dagger in the heart of the Comet defense as they worked really hard, only to give up a layup down low.
Crick driving to the basket, tries to kick out the Yacht. Loose ball. Battle between her and Boonstrom. Once it's on the ground, we're going to be having a jump ball. Ramblers get the ball back.
Still just a 2-possession game right now, Hawkeye, with 2:34 remaining.
Skierbeck inbound the ball to Agama. Now the zone's pressed. The press is all the way in the backcourt. Actually, it's not a zone. It's a man-to-man. DeRider gets the hand check, which will be her first of the game, but will send Naderhood to the basket, shooting 1-1. Really not a bad thing.
No, it's really not. I was just going to say, Hawkeye, we're at 2:26 to go in the game. DeRider with 5 fouls to give. You got her in the game now. That's what you want. Go for it. Go ahead and go for that steal. And if you send Naderhood to the line, fine. See if she can knock these down.
And The strategy works as she misses it. Comets get the rebound.
And they've got 2 more to give with just 1-on-1s, so I like it.
Lancer gets herself in jail, and then she gets bailed out by the long law of Bennett.
Maybe the last timeout for NMC unofficially. I'm not 100% sure.
And that's going to be a full timeout. So with 2:15 left in the game, we're going to throw it back to the studio one last time. The Rams are up 38-32. You're listening to McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 WCDY.
Making the final arrangements for a loved one is never easy. At Burkholder Family Funeral Home in McBain, they can help you get through the process one step at a time. Serving the families in McBain and the surrounding communities for over 40 years, they take pride in providing exceptional services that families can actually afford. The caring and compassionate staff at Burkholder Family Funeral Home can help ease the burden. Burkholder Family Funeral Home. Visit them today at 211 North Pine Street in McBain or call 231-825-8191.
And we're back here in McBain. It's ladies' night as the Comets have battled McBain all the way down the stretch. 2:15 left in the game. The Ramblers are up 38-32. So it is going to be quite the ending here. Last game, the Ramblers won 60-29. That's a 31-point victory. Already the Comets have made it now just a 6-point deficit, and they still have time, 2 possessions. They can come back and tie this game up. Inbound pass to Bennett, a little bit too hot. Crick chases it down. Trying to drive against Skierbeck. She's a great distributor. DeRider with a great little jumper, no good. Rebound Skierbeck. Ramblers bring it down.
Like that look from DeRider, and really like the fact she wasn't afraid to take it.
No, that girl, she'll come off the bench, she'll play fantastic. And she can shoot free throws without any warm-up. Under 2 minutes left in the game. McBain up by 6. Running the motion offense. They're okay with taking some time and just waiting for this to finally pop someone free.
They want to get the ball into Cooper Agama's hands. Unfortunately, Crick might be the best on-ball defender the Comets have.
And there's
a nice
Crick.
pick.
There it goes. Agama wide open. Booster feeds it to her, making the score an 8-point lead, 40-32 with the minute 27 left. Lancer goes for the free throw or the shot, and she's going to get the foul on her. And they're going to give it to Neverett, and Neverett night's done.
Well, and on that possession down here for the Ramblers, Hawkeye, McBain just did a great job. I was just espousing the on-ball defense of Crick, and what the Ramblers did was really smart. Got the ball out of Agama's hands, but then ran Crick through 2 picks. She's already tired trying to play that possession, and then curling around, getting the free layup underneath. Just a really well drawn up play.
Callie Hooker checks in the game for the McBain Ramblers. She's done a great job off the bench. Lancer calmly knocks down the first. That's a senior. Knows it's big time, and this is the last chance these 2 teams will face each other, and you're going to leave everything on the court. Misses the second rebound by Hooker, fresh off the bench. 40-33, Ramblers are up. Minute 23 left in the game. McBain has the ball. Skierbeck got Lance by herself. Picked up her dribble, had to get a timeout to bail her out. And it looks like McBain is going to be calling a full timeout here. But we're going to keep it here as is 40-33. The Ramblers are up. Minute 13 left in the game. They're hoping to hold on to this and move to 7-3 in the Highland Conference.
Well, 7-point game, minute 13 left in this one, Hawkeye. And I'm a little worried, if you're a Comet fan, that they may be at the point where they're going to run out of gas, because you know the Ramblers are going to be patient. They're going to force them to chase them around. They're going to foul them. They do have 2 left to give for 1-on-1s, so they do have the opportunity to send them the line where they don't have to send them there for 2 free throws. But the hard part's going to be committing that foul, because the Ramblers are doing a nice job of spreading themselves out. And with ball handlers like Agama and Skierbeck on the floor, they make that very difficult. I would trust Emma Skierbeck to handle the rock and basically dribble away from everybody, to be honest with you, and I would Cooper Agama as well. So, and the way they're doing such a great job of setting back picks and running these kids off ball through those they'll take an open layup. They're not content to just run the clock out, so they'll go ahead and add to their score if they get that opportunity. So NMC's going to have their work cut out for them, but hey, 7-point game, 113, anything can happen.
That is true, but you don't see McBain doing any more 3 balls for the rest of this game.
No. They are just 1 of 2 in this fourth quarter. I do not think we're going to see another one.
All right, so McBain needed to reset and figure out what they're going to do. With a minute 13 left, up by 7, 40-33. And it looks like we may have a little bit longer delay as we have blood on the floor. On the brand new floor.
Oh, that's terrible. What? On the brand new floor.
You know, back in my day, they were worried about like the AIDS virus and you had to clean the blood up, but now I think they're more worried about the influenza.
Yeah, could very well be true. AD Dave Skinner going out there with the black medical glove, doing the cleanup job. Well done.
All right, story of the game right now. Neverett fouled out. You have Bentham that's fouled out. Lancer with 4 fouls on here. Skierbeck with 3, I believe.
Allie Crick with another lightning quick hands, knocking that one out of bounds.
Yeah, fantastic job by Crick. She's got great ability to knock the ball away. They give it to Skierbeck. Skierbeck, quick jumper, just like we called it. Rebound by Callie Hooker. Callie Hooker goes to the basket. She's going to be fouled as she's going up.
Well, that was a 2-point jumper from Skierbeck, Hawkeye, so technically speaking, it was not another 3.
And I believe they're calling that one on Yant.
About 18 and a half feet away on that one. We're still right.
Freshman misses the front end. A little known fact, but her dad's name is on one of the banners here at NMC. He's a Northern Michigan graduate, but he has been all McBain ever since. Callie knocks down the second one. Great shot by the freshman, putting big minutes in right now. As it's under a minute left, McBain up 41-33, and their defense is just making it tough for the Comets to even get a good look. The Ryder gets it down low to Bennett. Bennett turns around, runs into Naderhood, and they're going to call Naderhood on the foul. My bad, they're calling on Callie. In and out on the first free throw. 44.3 seconds left. McBain up 41-33.
1986 Final Four?
I believe.
Bill Hooker?
No, that's his older brother.
Okay.
Mike Hooker, number 44, 86 final.
Oh, same banner, just the wrong Hooker.
That's right. Passes inbounded. Boonstra gets it, and it's going to be a jump ball between her and the lightning quick hands of Allie Crick. 7-point lead, 41.4 seconds left.
Okay, there were 3 hookers on that team.
Yeah, Ted, Bill, and Mike. Agama knocks the ball out of Bennett's hands underneath the basket. 36.4 seconds left. Time starting to run out a little bit on the Comets, but they are still going to fight. Wide open back door, and they miss Crick. Crick gives it away to Skierbeck. Skierbeck's going to take it coast to coast for the basket. 43-34, 9-point lead, under 30 seconds left in the game. That one may have been the dagger. Ball in the Lancer. Lancer short jumper, partially blocked. Callie Hooker with the great corral. Gives up to Agama. Agama gives it to Skierbeck. Skierbeck's going to back it out with 15 seconds left. McBain up 43-34. Naderhood's told to hold the ball, and it looks like NMC is going to let her. And that will be your final score. McBain Ramblers will be victorious 43-34 over the Northern Michigan Christian Comets. You are listening to the home of McBain Sports here on 107.9 Wcdy.
McBain Rural Agricultural Schools is looking for the next generation of Ramblers. If you want to give your child the gift of a great education, make McBain Rural Agricultural Schools your school of choice. Every McBain Rambler gets a MacBook or iPad, a strong curriculum, including a variety of vocational programs, great athletics, and access to a brand new state-of-the-art performing arts center. Because great performances shouldn't be limited to the football field and basketball court. School of Choice is now open, which means a huge decision for your family is upon you. If you want a school that will challenge your child, support your child, and celebrate your child's individuality, make sure McBain is on your short list. It's never too late to change schools, and McBain is accepting students K through 12th grade. For more information, visit mcbain.org or call the superintendent's office at 231-825-2165. That's 231-825-2165. 231-825-2165.
We've all been there. We rely on our vehicles more than ever to get us where we need to go safe and sound. McBain Auto Service is open Monday through Friday and are fully licensed and insured to serve you. With over 50 years combined experience, they specialize in everything from brakes to engine repair with no job too big or small. Stop in for a safety inspection. McBain Auto Service, located at 9438 South Maury Road in McBain, or call 231-825-2729.
Good Tuesday. It's ladies' night here in Northern Michigan Christian, brand new refurnished gym. As we just witnessed the McBain Ramblers defeat the Northern Michigan Christian Comets 41-34 on a fantastic finish. Great intensity. Both teams are looking to get themselves in postseason form. Jay, you got any post-game stats for us on this one?
I very well might, Hawkeye, and I would love to give them to you. For the NMC Comets, they were paced by Anna Lancer, who I think you mentioned coming back. First game back?
No, she just didn't play the first time the two teams played.
Okay, that's what it was. Anna Lancer finishing with a team-high 11 points in the game, knocked down a triple. Just one of three hit by NMC in the game. Madeline Bentham and Megan Bennett both finish with 8 points in the game. Allie Crick finishes with 3. Riley Langton had 4 first half points to round out the scoring for NMC. They finished 5 of 15 from the free throw line, 3 of 6 unofficially from three-point land. Didn't take a lot of three-point jumpers, but were very effective from out there. Meanwhile, the Ramblers, well, they were paced by Emma Skierbeck, who finishes with a game-high 20 points, 10 in each half. She knocks down 4 from long range as she paces the Ramblers. The only Rambler in double figures. Olivia Naderhood finishes with 8. She knocked down 2 threes. That second one, huge late in the third quarter, that extended a 6-point lead to 9 and really was kind of the first nail in the coffin of the Comets there at the end of this one. Cooper Agama played much of the second half with 4 fouls. She finishes with 5. Kaylee Hooker, the freshman, finishes with 3. And Katie Heistand, Michaela Pluger, Alexis Gildy, and Leah Neverth all finish with a bucket apiece to round out the scoring for McBain, who goes 7 of 11 from the free throw line, 7 of 23 unofficially from three-point range for McBain.
Well, it was a great matchup here, and you can see how much this Northern Michigan Christian teams have closed the gap between these two schools. Both of them have big game still coming up. The girls will be facing Roscommon on Friday at home. And we'll be back on the radio again next week on Tuesday night right here as we'll give you the Northern Michigan Christian boys versus the Everett Wildcats. And the Wildcats, a crazy upstart team who was leading McBain most of the first half in their last meeting and actually upset the Manton Rangers in Manton. So that should be a great game you might want to listen to, and it'll be called by yours truly, and I'll be joined by Dan Verberkmos doing the color on that one.
Awesome.
But to do this, we're going to have to do some post-game awards. But before we do that, I probably should say, hey, thank you, Kevin Kelly, as we had dinner there. As you were listening to the Kevin Kelly Pizza and Grill post-game show. All right, Jay, we're going to go through the awards right in order. First one I got up here is the Picture Perfect Play of the Game, brought to you by Judy K. Gildy Photography. as she's in the house taking pictures tonight.
There were a lot of options for this one, Hawkeye. There was a number of plays that I was very impressed by from both teams, to be completely honest with you. I almost gave it to the NMC Comet student on the far side with his mime of the golf move that he was doing there in the first half. I thought that was pretty darn impressive, and I almost gave it to him, but I am not going to go there. I am, however, going to go with the Cooper Agama layup off the spectacular pick, I believe by the freshman, Kaylee Hooker, late in the fourth quarter there in a 6-point game that freed her up for the layup to extend the lead to 8. And that kind of did it. That was inside 3 minutes to go in the game. And from that point, the Ramblers able to ice it. So the Cooper Agama layup off the backdoor pick by the freshman Kaylee Hooker, your Judy K. Gildy Photography picture perfect play of the game.
All right, congratulations to that. That was a sweet pass from Emma Bloomstrom from the top of the key as Agama kept on working herself free and finally was picked free by the freshman for the Judy K. Gildy pitch perfect play of the game. Right down the list, next one, we got the George Johnson All Heart Award.
I'd love to do a Hawkeye here and just give it to both teams. Just a great battle between two schools that are so close. The families of both schools, there's a lot of cousins and sometimes even siblings that go to the opposite schools. It's just they're very familiar with each other. These girls all growing up with each other essentially, and there's a lot of familiarity. They play their hearts out, but you know they walk off this court with nothing but respect and love for each other. I'd love to give it to everybody, but I am going to make a pick, and I'm going to give it to Leah Neverth. Leah Neverth fouled out of this game, but not before giving all she had defensively in a game where offensively she wasn't much of a factor, but she did everything she could defensively. Megan Bennett checked into the game in the second quarter, and Leah Neverth basically doing most of the effort on her defensively and really giving up a lot of height. Did a fantastic job on the night. Leah Neverth is my George Johnson All Heart Award winner.
Well, congratulations to Leah Neverth, and that's even bigger deal because she has been fighting the flu for the past week, and she came in not even at 50% today, and yet she was called on to do yeoman's effort to try and slow down one Megan Bennett and did an admirable job. So congratulations to Leah Neverth on the George Johnson player of the game, All Heart player of the game. Now I'm going to challenge you on this one because I want one for both teams.
Okay.
Because we are one community sponsored by all McBain Sports, both McBain schools. I want to know who is the defensive player of the game, brought to you by Huntington Electric. We're going to start off with the Lady Comets.
Well, that one's the easy one. That was one I already had written down. So now I'm just going to think about the McBain one as I talk about the NFC Comet that I'm giving this to. I mentioned her name several different times. I shouted her defensive effort from the rooftops in this game as she did a fantastic job of on-ball defense, harassing Cooper Agama all night long at the point. And I can't tell you how many deflections she had in this game. It's a stat that I'm not able to keep track of, but I know it was double digits. I got to give it to junior Allie Crick for her defensive effort tonight for the NMC Comets.
All right, congratulations to Allie Crick. Fantastic defense out there, high energy. We know that she's a star on the soccer pitch, but she also showed that she is one of the quickest players and best on-ball defender we watched tonight.
For the Ramblers, Hawkeye?
Yes.
I'm going to go with junior Olivia Naderhood. Another great job down low playing defense against a very tall and lanky Comet team that really kind of found its stride in that second half. The game got a little more physical. Olivia sacrificing the body on a couple different plays, took a couple of knees to the midsection as she was in the right place, right time, wasn't getting the calls, but sacrificed herself and did a great job down low. Also knocked down a couple of threes. So Olivia Naderhood is my Rambler defensive player of the game, brought to you by Huntington Electric.
I'll tell you what, she took some shots to the midsection that no guy would have been able to get back up from.
Nope, they would have been done for a week. No doubt about that.
All right, congratulations to Allie Crick and Olivia Naderhood for being the Huntington Electric Defensive Player of the Game. And we are going to bring it into the very last award. But before we do that, we once again want to thank all the sponsors that make this broadcast very special as we are doing the McBain Game of the Week concept. As this week we got this game, next week we'll have the NMC versus Everett. And then we will still have the McBain boys traveling to Lake City and then wrapping up the last week of the season. The McBain boys playing against Glen Lake, which should be a great showdown before we cover all district action between the McBain schools. Once again, thank Burkholder Family Funeral Home, McBain Auto Service, Falmouth Co-op, Shepherd's Agency, McLean's Transmission, Kelly's Pizza and Grill, NLJ Meat Market, McNally's Party Store, Don's Auto Clinic, High Point Cadillac GMC, McBain Rural Agricultural School, Pluger Mechanical, Advanced Optometry, Judy K. Gildy Photography, McBain Family Pharmacy, LC Materials, Wexford Misaki CTC, the Northern Truck Service, McBain Hardware, Huntington Electric, and Northern Michigan Christian Schools. Without their support, we could not bring you these games for you and bring you to this point, which everyone waits for. And before we go any further, Jay, do we do this for both teams or one? All right, we are going to do the Jay Simon awarded.
No. It's still the
listen,
Hawkeye.
Listen. The Jay Simon awarding the Hawkeye Player of the Game, brought to you by L&J Meat Market for both Northern Michigan Christian and for McBain Public. We'll start off with McBain Public because we did NMC with the defensive players. So for McBain Public,
I would love to try to zig when you think I'm going to zag, but I'm no Hawkeye. I can't do it. I got to go chalk. It's an easy call. Both teams. It's an easy call. There was one particular player on both teams that definitely stood out. Both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively, they both led their teams in scoring, and really did a fantastic job tonight on the floor. For the Ramblers, that is Emma Skierbeck, who paced everybody with 20 points, a game-high 20 points tonight, and really just did a great job of helping Cooper Agam out with ball handling. She is definitely the straw that stirs the Rambler drink, without any question, and just a sophomore, so she's going to be exciting to watch going forward. And on the other side of the ball, got to give it to the senior, Anna Lancer of the Comets. As you mentioned, Hawkeye wasn't in the first contest, a 31-point defeat tonight. The Comets are much closer, and I'm not going to say it was all Lancer, but I'm sure that Anna Lancer's presence was a huge boon to the Comets, both defensively and offensively. And so Anna Lancer is my Hawkeye Player of the Game, presented by L&J Meat Market for the NMC Comets.
Well, congratulations to Anna Lancer and to Emma Skierbeck for being the players of the game. That was brought to you by L&J Meat Market. And once again, we want to thank everybody for listening to tonight. We'll be back on the air next week, hopefully a little bit earlier, as the Northern Michigan Christian Comet boys take on the Everett Wildcats. You've been listening to Gary Hawkeye Vanna, joined by Jay Simon back at the studio. Zach doing everything he can to try and keep this train on the rails. You are listening to the home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 WCDY.
Cadillac's new #1.
In the mornings when I'm driving in my car, immediately when I get into work.
107.9.
Singing along, jamming to the tunes.
CDY.